Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Check, test. This is a test. Test 1, test 2, test 3.
This is not a test. We actually just started.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, y'all? What's going on? We back.
Episode 22, No Static. I'm your host. Got Coop with me.
What's going on, y'all? It's another week. It's been another week in a day of pop culture. Another week in a day. Another week in pop culture. And that's what we really come to do. We got a couple things we want to bring you all tonight. Big shout out to everybody that, let's just have a go get through their week first and foremost, man. Yeah. All y'all that's been rocking with us, even through my even while I was on injury reserve for 4 or 5 weeks. But
hey, listen, I think JQ took your place in injury reserve.
He did. Well, he did. But it's been cool. It's been, you know what, man? It's so crazy how music now. I was talking to a friend the other day. It's so crazy now that once upon a time, even in the digital age, bro, somebody coming out with a mixtape was huge, bro. But now, bro, you can literally just drop music, bro.
Yeah.
You can just bro, Childish just gave us a 2-pack of songs.
And both of them shits is hard.
They both fire. Chance just gave us a 4-pack of songs. We just ran. We was actually listening to them right before we started talking to y'all motherfuckers. And out of the 4 songs, I'll say this: it's Chance, and Chance is one of those kinds of talents that he's so good, in my opinion, that he's either hit or miss.
Yeah,
and that's a good thing. It's good. It's either, oh damn, Chance did it again, or no, I don't like this. And I think you'll have that experience with these 4 songs. That's crazy though, man. I remember when Lil Wayne would drop a mixtape, bro. That shit used to be huge. Bro, I remember when Kush and Orange Juice broke the internet.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, bro. Don't get me wrong, because I'm a big Wiz fan, and shout out him because I know last time we talked about his album, which I still really enjoy. A couple songs I could do without, but for the most part, I enjoy the whole project. But bro, say what you want, bro. Wiz broke the internet before Beyonce and Kim Kardashian with his mixtape.
With a mixtape,
Wiz might have had the only album to break the internet.
It had everybody putting the patches in their head, like the old patch.
Bro, because Wiz was the nigga that year. Listen, people get wings. right now, low key, his song was right. You know what's so crazy, bro? I think I'm talking to you about this, bro. Just and I know I'm going off on a tangent, bro. Almost every artist that I've been listening to lately has made me listen to Logic. No, I'm gonna tell you, I've really been enjoying Logic lately, bro. And that's saying a lot because normally I'm not a person for really, really positive music. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that there's a grittiness and a grindiness to talking about the shit parts of life in an intricate and artful way that makes rap just have that kind of extra kind of okay. This is gonna sound stupid, but it'd be like if Coke only did good stuff for you when you used it.
Yeah.
No offense, there's a kind of gritty edginess if you like a cokehead. But if you was a cokehead and all Coke did was just spike your sugar every now and again.
The Coke just made you positive.
Yeah, if Coke just made you positive, it wouldn't be no edginess of doing blood. And that's how sometimes I think people see Logic, but then you listen to his projects, and his projects are really, really deep. And when I first heard him, I thought I was like, all right, bro, he's gonna be just a super speed rapper, all the time just kind of. Yeah. But he just be trying to pack so much into his verse, I fucks with Logic. I've been listening to Bobby Tarantino too.
Yeah, I like Bobby Tarantino too. To me, it was an improvement over everybody. Not saying everybody was a bad project.
Everybody's really positive.
Yeah, it's kind of
it's really it's so positive. It's happy.
It's but I kind of feel like it's positive and then it's like forced positive.
Yeah.
I feel like it was some forced positive vibes going on.
And that's what I think is cool about Logic. Like Logic is a kind of cat that it's crazy. It's crazy how I got on Logic because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't been listening to Logic that long. I've always been aware of the guy, but I've been listening to Logic probably now for about a little over a month.
Yeah. And
so I went, of course, because Apple Music allows you to just reach back in the time and just pull everything a person ever did. And so I just started from, his first album. I really, is it The Incredible True Story?
Incredible True Story.
That album's flame.
That's my favorite album by him so far.
That album's flame. Bobby Tarantino I like a lot. And I'm liking Bobby Tarantino too a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody, the songs I first heard from everybody were so like, yeah. Like I just really couldn't, but I'm pretty sure eventually I'll listen to everybody. I feel bad because I feel like I've skipped a lot of stuff with him. Because there's like, evidently he's got like a ton of mixtapes in between.
Yeah, the Young Sinatra series.
Yeah, that's what everybody's been telling me. Everybody's been telling me that I would like the Young Sinatra stuff.
The trilogy, that was when I first, because I started listening to Logic in probably like 2012, 2013. Mm-hmm. And that was when he had that series. And that series was, I was like, yeah, this is great.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know if Apple Music, stop hating on niggas and start doing mixtapes.
I don't think it's on there.
Like, see, that's what the Apple Music. If Apple Music really, in my opinion, if y'all really just wanted to go ahead and just shut the game down, start letting artists put their mixtapes on there.
You know what other mixtapes not on there that I'm disappointed about?
Dedication, my bad.
Taylor Alderdice is not on Apple Music.
True, or Cushion Orange Juice.
That also.
And I still say to this day, Wiz, if you would have just released Cushion Orange Juice as your first album, bro, that shit would have been a hip hop classic, bro.
Yeah, like I had to go on YouTube to listen to In the Cut one day. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Like, what is this now?
Thank God, like I had already put that shit on my phone way back in the day.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of mixtapes like that I wish was on Apple Music. Mm-hmm. Faces, Mac Miller's not on Apple Music.
But the only reason why I got Faces because I added it, bro. Like I'm telling you, the Apple Music. Listen, if y'all really just want to go ahead and shut the game down, listen to us, bro. Go ahead and support the hood and let me put the mixtape out on it, bro.
Yeah. Now, let me be subjective here. Now, if it's you going over other people's beats, I can understand it. But if it's the mixtapes with like all original music, like you might as well just put it on there for streaming's sake.
I be thinking myself up all the time, like if Apple did it, like that shit would be out of control. Like thank God Apple don't make weapons, bro. Bro, listen, you would not, bro. Oh my lord, what a MacBook chopper? No.
Yeah, anything with the name Apple on it, it's like gotta have this just because Apple did it.
I don't want that, bro. I just feel like I don't want to see a MacBook chopper. I don't want motherfuckers playing Angry Birds while they shooting up my party. Like that would just throw me.
Yeah,
that would just throw me, bro. Or it would make guns a lot safer. If you had to use Face ID to be able to use your gun, you would never be able to deny anything you did.
Yep.
They would surprise motherfuckers in court like that. Like, well, we think you did. Y'all ain't got shit on me. You just hold the gun up, all of a sudden the gun just unloading shit in front of him. When you look at it and shit, damn.
Hey, don't you might give them an idea or two.
Apple, listen, if y'all do that shit, I said it here first. Send your boy a check. I'm trying to get out these streets.
Hey, heard it here first, man. Hey, where my air horn? That's the air horn. That's the air horn statement right there. Another thing. First off, I want to give my thoughts and prayers to Demi Lovato for like the whole situation with her being in the hospital. I'm hearing reports saying it's heroin. I'm hearing reports saying it's not heroin. Apparently, she's
she did heroin.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Well, they said
she did the heroin.
They said it was the heroin. And then there was another report saying it wasn't the heroin. But apparently she's doing better. Thoughts and prayers go out to her. Hoping for the best.
Man,
If it is heroin, that's wild.
Listen, same thing. I hope the young ladies. Well, and I feel bad because when you first told me about it, I was like, I was just like, what the fuck is that? I was. And don't get me wrong, I was, from the standpoint of, damn, I hope this person, something happened, I hope this person's okay. I was concerned, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, man, this might sound bad. I feel like it's been quoted in the movie several times, but they just don't build niggas like they used to, bro. Back in the day, bro, you could have a heroin habit, bro. I'm a kid born in the 80s and the late 80s, so I see motherfuckers on that heroin, bro. Bro, new niggas can't take no heroin, bro. Think that, bro. New niggas should not be on old school nigga drugs, bro. Don't listen. Let me tell y'all something, new niggas. Stick to sniffing shit. Stick to drinking shit, huffing, or whatever other kind of dumb shit niggas is doing that's not smoking weed. But listen to me, bro. Them old junkies, bro. You had to be, bro. Listen, first of all, you had to be living that hard of a life to be able to do them kind of hard drugs, bro. How many movies y'all seen where somebody just go in the bathroom and take whatever belt they got on and tie off a whole arm? A whole arm, bro?
Yeah.
A whole arm, bro. Listen, like, I just can't, bro. I seen a motherfucker on heroin one time told me his teeth itch. Like, it was more like, that motherfucker told me his teeth itch, man. That motherfucker was a real deal trying to scratch his motherfucking grill. Like, I'm just good, bro. I'm just super, super good. I like smoking weed. It's wonderful. It feels amazing. I have some of my most incredible thoughts while I'm smoking weed. And generally, I do write those down. One day I'll share them with you guys. But I just can't, bro. I just can't. I knew I ain't go for heroin. Morphine, bro. I'm just being addicted to morphine, bro. Listen, here's the thing, bro. I knew your life had to be hard to get addicted to morphine, bro, because morphine is some shit that after a certain amount of time, bro, they just give you this shit because they just want to make you comfortable. That's how serious morphine is. Check this out, my nigga. You on your way out, so there ain't no consequence of getting you this shit. Like, that's wild. I hope she alright.
Yeah, I've been hearing. Yeah, it's been conflicting reports, but everything's kind of pointing to everything's okay. So we just hope it stays that way. Like,
that should be blowing me, bro. Like, if I got rich, hopefully not famous, but just rich. I mean, I deal with fame if I had to. I'd rather just be rich. I don't want to be rich and famous, but
Migos reference.
Yeah, I don't, bro. But I just can't think of what makes you wake up one day and go, you know what? Heroin, you're my only friend.
Hey, life be hard, man.
I feel you. I done been through some real shit, bro. And I done spoke to going through all that shit. Because I'm good. I don't even drink like that no more. Like, you got to my girl be making me like a bitch. She murk. She murk something. I'll be there 3-4 and all of a sudden I'll be like, alright, I'm cool.
Today is National Tequila Day.
Oh shoot, we got the tequila in the kitchen there. In the kitchen there. But,
yeah. Did you see Sorry to Bother You yet?
No, I want to see it so bad. We went and saw. We went to the movies the other day and we saw Incredibles 2. I ain't gonna hold you.
So you did see Incredibles 2?
I finally see it. Now we can talk about it.
Well, not so much. I guess my question is more about the short film at the beginning. And we talked about this before on the podcast, but since you're here, we can actually like.
I saw a little bit of it. I ain't gonna let you know. I wrote a point. We went out the card.
No. Was it one of those things where like it started and then you was like, "What am I watching?"
Yeah, it was. I was like, "What is this? Well, this is not the film. This is not the same shit." So we went and split.
Yeah. Dang, I really want to talk about that movie so bad. It's like it's so much like social commentary and that shit is wild.
I need to see it. I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's definitely
Like, bro, I feel so bad. I have watched the movie. Bro, can y'all believe? I haven't seen Deadpool 2. I still have not seen Avengers. Like, I still have not seen Avengers. I don't know. I'm gonna see it.
So we're gonna hold off on the movie discussions for now. So you definitely gotta see.
I gotta go
to see Infinity War.
Oh, that's what happened. I meant to tell you. I tried to go see it with the Incredibles instead of the Incredibles. It's out of theaters no more, I think.
It's almost out on Blu-ray.
Really?
Yep. It'll be out on digital like HD at the end of the month. So it's.
What have I watched recently? I watched The Last Jedi. Finally. I need to watch Rogue One. I watched Thor Ragnarok, which I liked a lot.
That was great. That was my favorite movie of the last year.
And that might be it.
How do you think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be without James Gunn?
It depends on who they replace him with.
And that's if they actually like stick, because I know they got like petitions going around about trying to like get him back or whatever. But if by chance James Gunn isn't,
I have to see the tweets.
Yeah,
I'd have to see the tweets. Bro, no offense, y'all. It's 140 fucking characters. Well,
280 now.
It's 280 characters now.
They upped the character limit.
I felt old as fuck for just saying that it was 140 characters. But yeah, man, like I have to see the tweets. I have to see the tweets because too often I see something and I look at a tweet and I be like, that's not that bad. Y'all could have lived with that. And that's not to advocate, if this shit is horrific, then
yeah, let me see if I can pull these tweets up. But according to everybody else, like James Gunn, like even with those tweets, he's not like they ain't really paying him out to be a bad dude, But yeah, I guess some things you do is just get you like.
Bro, listen, it be times like this. I'm glad that it's times like this. I'm really, really glad that I'm not that good at social media. I really am, because I know I can't go on social media and say everything I'm thinking. I think it's fucked up shit. It'd be hilarious to me, at least. But I also know it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I keep that shit to myself. Why? Because, no offense, runner up to my fear of being a meme is being me too'd.
Okay. Let me see. I got the overarching like tweets here. A lot of stuff about pedophilia and molestation and that kind of thing with these tweets.
Oh no.
So it's a lot of like those types of jokes.
Okay.
Involved.
I mean, listen, unless he gets on there and in 280 characters, that just goes, oh man, it's a sunny day in Texas and I can't wait to pedophile. Like, I feel like this is the thing, and I understand. Like I think I was talking about this last time. I understand where Dave Chappelle is coming from with certain things, and that's not to say that I think that pedophilia is something that's hilarious or anything like that. But once upon a time, we were brave enough to let comedians do their social duty, which was to hold a mirror up to our society and poke fun at all the ridiculous things that we put on these pedestals and altars in our society and in our day-to-day lives and in our world. And it's getting to the point now where so much of expression is free and not free. It's like you're free to express yourself however you want, as long as you don't express yourself to anyone, and in that offend someone.
Yeah.
And I don't always think it's fair. You're right. I don't think anybody has the right to go out and offend anybody. But I also think that if I'm a comedian and you pay for tickets to my show, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think I was just going to stand up here and tell knock jokes for hours? I charged you guys $60 to $120 a ticket for this.
Yeah.
I came to make you laugh. I came to reach into the resume of society and pull out the things that I feel are interesting and unique enough to ridicule.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I came to speak my mind in a sense.
Bro. Like I completely understand that, bro. Like I was making a joke the other day, and I think somebody that was just in earshot of me got offended because I was telling my homeboy, I was like, bro, women will say the most insane things to your child if your baby is cute. And he was just like, he kind of looked at me like that, and I was just like, think about it, bro. I'm like, how many times you seen like a grown woman go up to like a baby, grab their arms and legs, and go, oh my God, I'll eat you right here. That's insane. First of all, and then to make it worse, the other parents think he's cute as this grown woman threatens cannibalism on their child. Like, it's ridiculous. I wish I could talk to my boss like that. I wish I could come in and grab his fingers and start like gnawing at his fingers and go, get your raise. If I don't get some money, that would be insane. But as long as you do it to a baby, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's like all the time. As I tell my kid, I was like, I tell her she's beautiful, I tell her she's wonderful, I tell her she's gorgeous. But every now and again I tell my girl to break herself into a little chocolate so I can eat her, and then just come back. So yeah, I guess it just makes. I think if anything's cute, it just makes you temporarily insane.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. If it's cute enough, you're probably gonna go insane.
Yeah, you're just gonna say some wild stuff.
You're gonna
just
say
cause.
some wild shit, bro. But nothing is more wild than what women say to babies. Nothing. Like, oh my God, is that your son? Oh my God, I could just eat him. But if you don't get your hand on kid, what people think I watch? I'm gonna start. You think I'm playing? Next kid, I'm gonna start having them reactions when I go places. And so you're like, oh, is that your son? Oh, let me just nibble up. And no, bitch, how about you go get a Whopper? Like, you're not eating my kid. My kid's not a fucking extra value meal.
Yeah, eating the kids is nuts.
Kids are nuts. Kids are nuts, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Kids are nuts, and kids are slightly evil. If you need any more proof, once a year, children get together, assemble a bunch of candles, and chant songs in the air, and then they make a wish and blow out the candles.
Sound like an episode of Rugrats.
And some people call this a birthday party, but I call that a seance. Children are evil.
Yeah, what else we got on the list? It's very interesting to see artists come back because you don't really see that very often.
Yeah.
Like the return of, like, we definitely got to talk about Iggy kind of making a comeback after all this time.
No, that's what she's doing.
She dropped the video, the Cream joint with Tyga, who also is undeniable, can't make a comeback, especially after the Taste song.
Are people feeling the Taste song?
Definitely.
People feeling the Taste song?
Oh yeah, that's like.
I want to listen, bro. This is my thing, bro. I want nothing for success for every person Black China stained. Like, that's no disrespect to that, man. Because I'm pretty like, listen, hey. If me and my girl break up, bro, I've already accepted, love is love. We just can't be together. But should we start counting the amount of lives Black China has ruined, including her own and her children? But you got into it at the theme park on camera
with Almighty J
after the sex tape. And who is Almighty J?
One of the YBN rappers.
Who?
It's YBN The Mirror, is YBN Almighty J, is YBN Corday. He's like the lyrical rapper of the group, though.
Hold on.
And
what does YBN stand for?
Young Boss Nigga.
Y'all can't see me right now. I'm dead in my chair. That's what it stands for? This whole time, I thought you was going to say, oh, it stands for your bitch nasty.
Hey, that's even wilder. Yo, bitch nasty, Almighty J.
So Almighty J is their leader?
Nah, well, I don't know if they got a leader. I know YBN the Mirror, he blew up first because he had the rubbing off the paint joint.
Okay, which one is the one that everybody is like? Which one is the one that's actually going to be successful?
As far as success, is Namir.
Mirror?
Corday is the most lyrical of the group. Like he's the one that, like, I would say can rap. Almighty J is like behind both of them, I would say.
Oh god. Oh god. Wait, is he like slow down from that saying lunatics? Is he really like, they just say mascot? Because listen, bro, let me tell you something, bro. All subject, slow down on the St. Lunatics, bro. I'm with Nelly, bro. No, bro, are you really trying to hit me up for paper, bro?
Wasn't he the one with the mask?
The one with the mask that never rapped and never said anything, but was in the group.
To be honest, I can't recall not one slow down verse from any,
one,
even on the St. Lunatics album.
Bro, his job was to come in the video with the mask on and do the chicken head. Do the chicken head and leave.
Dang.
At least we found out that Sade was a comedian.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Exactly. Well, even Split Star was actually a rapper.
I remember him for his ad libs though, because he was like when he was Busta's hype man too.
He was Busta's
like,
fucking
sidekick, like on every video.
Bruh, let me listen, bruh. That nigga Split Star. Wherever Bust went, so did Spliff.
He had a verse on the Mariah joint too.
Bruh, he had a couple verses. Spliff hot.
Yeah.
Look, he's looking rap. Spliff can legit rap, bro. Listen, Spliff Star can rap, but when you go everywhere and you like a grown man that's like a sidekick to a grown man, it has some disadvantages.
It's a little different.
It's got some disadvantages.
Flip Mode was an interesting team. They had Busta, they had Spliff, they had Rod Digger.
Which, by the way, I want to put out, Rod Digger is a hard ass rap nigga. It's way better than Scaff Beezy. It's 1,000 times better than Scaff Beezy, bro. Like, I just still don't. Oh my god, Scaff Beezy and Ball Greasy might still be the two worst rap names I have ever heard, bro. Like, I just can't imagine what makes me, you with your homies, y'all all think y'all gonna rap, you actually kind of good at it, and they like, hey, bro, what you gonna call yourself? And you turn around and give them a look and go, Ball Greasy. You sure you want to go with that, bro? You kind of good.
Yeah, and Scaff Beezy is like...
Scaff Beezy sound like...
It sounds like something you get when you hurt yourself.
Scaff Beezy sounds like something you donate money to get it cured. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could just donate just 75 cents a day, just 75 cents a day, we can stop Scaff infection for all these children. Scaff is a serious affliction.
Wait. Hold on. I need you to do that again. Hold on, let me find that. I gotta get some music going behind that.
It's true, bro. Scaff. A Scaff infection.
The Scaff infection.
Hi. These kids don't have much. But for just 75 cents a day, less than the cost of a donut, you too can stop Scaff from spreading through all these small kids. Look at this one playing in the water. Isn't it sad? Scaff infection is serious, folks. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you do. but all it takes is 75 cents. Also, can I just say something? Time out. Why? It's been like 20 years. The economy has changed several times. Why the fuck can we still save kids for just 75 cents? Like, I seriously need them to up this price to like a solid $2. Low key, that's probably part of the reason why people don't donate, because they think this shit's a scam.
They saving everybody for
Like,
75 cents.
They've been saving everybody.
Animals.
Unless they a normal food where that, I'm gonna tell you what my problem with that is. That leads me to believe that there's a dollar store wherever they are, because the only way I would ask somebody for 75 cents, and I need to change my life. First of all, okay, let me ask this: either A, what kind of crack flip are y'all doing over there? Right? Because only somebody who can whip a 4 to a 6 can probably say, all right, check this out. See all these ones over here? I'm gonna save all these things for 75 cents. A day. not a day. A day. And listen, I know for a fact that I've accidentally spent the equivalent of 75 cents a day in a week. I've just casually lost that money before. And been like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Like, I need them to really up this to like, all right, check this out. Send us $1.50 per kid, per day, and we can be straight. Like,
Man, if I just send me an even amount of dollars with no change involved.
Yeah, and more importantly, eventually one of those kids learned how to read and was like, wait, y'all asking for 75 cents a day? These motherfuckers got bottled water, and y'all asked for just 75 cents from bottled water having motherfuckers? Okay.
And bottled water is going up. Like, all the drinks are going up. Like, the Polar Pop, 79 cents. Gonna need a little more change than that.
Bruh, that's ain't the lie, bruh. I remember once upon a time, Polar Pop was 69 cents. It came up to exactly 75 with tax. You go
now it's 85.
You go in there and drop 3/4 on them. You ain't even have to stay at the register. You can just drop it. Clear it.
Drop it and go.
Mm-hmm. Now we're just go on ahead, bring your card. Give them $1. Now, because you don't want to give them $1. I'm weird, bro. If I give you $1, bro, like, unless I really just give you that much money, where I hate change.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just do it. I hate change. I just want to be able to give me. I want to go bam and then just leave. I'm gonna go out receipts.
Especially when it's a long line too, and you just want to get out of there. It's just like, dang, can I at least drop this amount?
I'm gonna tell you. That was me that I accidentally started a riot in a Circle K over a drink, over a Polar Pop. All right, so once upon a time, me and my roommate at the time, we went to. Excuse me, not me and my roommate. My roommate was at work. His brother stayed with us too.
Yeah. Me
and him rolled out to go get the Polar Pop. My bad, for all y'all listening, Polar Pop is a very cheap drink you get from the local gas station. So I'm in the store and the dude, I see the line is like hella backed up. It's like all the way back to the cooler and shit. It's wrapped around other shit like the line along the stuff. And it's just one girl ringing out. The other line 2, is also long as fuck and was being rung out, but the girl had some sort of problem with like the food stamp machine, and she was having some sort of issue, so she couldn't ring people out immediately at the time. I get in line. I grab my Polar Pop, and I see a dude, a cat I know in line. He up there with his girl. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, what's up? Long story short, man, shit got crazy, and this the clerk at the front goes, she's yelling at this dude who's in front of her, and everybody's like, come on, what the fuck y'all doing? Getting impatient and shit. I say what up to my homeboy. I drink like 3 Polar Pops while I'm standing in line, draining them joints. Well, we still at the line I'm in, still waiting for the girl to fix her register. The other line is slowly moving. All of a sudden, this girl waits for this like kind of older dude to get up there. He got all his stuff in his hand. He just been waiting. He just been chilling, waiting. He ain't been loud or nothing like that, or complaining like most of the other people were doing at that point. Going, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. And he's got his stuff, and he puts it up on the counter. And she takes the little joint that say close and puts it right on top of his stuff. And starts closing register, starts walking off. He goes, Miss. He goes, hold on, Miss. He was like, you the only person ringing now. We've been waiting. I've been waiting a minute, to go.
And she just closed.
She starts closing register. So she was like, well, I was supposed to get off at such and such time. And so, you ever have one of those moments where people actually kind of unite and attack something that's wrong?
Yeah.
This dope boy, like 3 people back, after she goes, well, I was supposed to get off, goes, bitch, fuck you. You ain't got nowhere to go. so she started yelling back and forth at him and da-da-da-da-da. And so the girl from my line, who's, register is like kind of sort of working, is ringing people up. And then all of a sudden she is now somehow drawn into this thing between the other clerk, the D boy, and the other dude that she's trying to get his stuff ran out. So we like, God damn, bro. So I finally get up to the line. Now I've been like, I just been sipping bowler pops this whole time. The homeboy and this girl up there, they got like some stuff in their hand. I go up. I don't know what you're doing. When I get up to the clerk, she gives me all this fucking attitude. She's like, what the fuck do you want? Da, 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 all this shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? And so then I look at the other clerk, and she giving me she asked you a fucking question. Do you want to be? And I'm like, oh,
wait a minute.
So I look at them. I look at the polar pop. I look back at them, and I go, hey, yo, I'm taking this shit. I'm taking this shit, bro. I just waited in this line patiently this entire time. Came up here and got cussed out for no reason. I'm taking this shit, bro. I'm taking this shit. So I start backing away slowly. I was just like, y'all not gonna blacklist me from here. Y'all not about to call the police over this polar pop. Just put the shit in mine now. I'm taking this shit, bro. And before you know it, ding ding, and I've been walking through the door, right? Now, here's where it gets interesting. As I walk through the door and I walk towards the car to get back in the car with my roommate's brother, almost immediately after, like I get to say I'm taking the shit and I start heading for the door, my homeboy that I told you I saw one, he was with this girl. Yeah. All of a sudden I hear him go, hell yeah, cool. Come on, baby. And so, when I walk through the door, I hear my bing boom, and almost immediately after my bing boom, I hear bing boom, bing boom. Then all of a sudden, bing boom, bing boom, bing boom, bing boom, bing boom. So I turn around, and all of a sudden, it's mad cats walking out the gas station with chips, ice cream, candy bars, and shit like that, right? And I go, oh shit. So before I know it, I'm like at the passenger side. I get in the car and I'm telling them I'm like, hey bro, we gotta get out of here, bro. All of a sudden, the first clear girl who got into like the argument once I saw, yo motherfuckers better come back here with all that shit. I'm like, the same people, like, bitch, fuck you. Get in the car and shit, everybody peeling off. I go, hey bro, we gotta get out of here. So he go, bro, what happened? I was like, bro, I'm not sure, but either I started a riot or everybody's looting, but we gotta go.
Hey, you looking at one nobody with a shotgun, because that would have ended bad. Like, yeah, that's wild. Oh man,
yeah, bro.
That's...
I want like I tell y'all, bro. I be having adventures, bro. Sad part was this was only like 2 years ago.
Whoa,
it was not that far back.
Get an arrow for that one.
Making adventures with Coop and shit.
That was 2 years ago.
It was, bro.
That was one president ago.
About the same, y'all think I'm playing, bro. One day I'm gonna tell y'all about 2008. Lucky to be here. Lucky to be here, bro. All I can tell y'all is this. We told several lies that year involving Relay for Life to fund something that was definitely not Relay for Life.
We definitely gonna have a coop or a story time.
Yeah, like I feel like bro. It'll be like Charlie Murphy Street Hollywood story for y'all.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have that. That's another series I'm looking into the line of. Like we got the lost subjects already, like the stuff that hasn't gone up. Like I just started that this week. So yeah, we definitely gonna like push the boundaries on more content. Like that's definitely happening. So why is No Man's Sky picking up steam again?
I don't think it is, bro.
Well, not picking up steam, but the fact that it's just not coming out on Xbox and having like updates on updates on updates.
Here's the thing, right? I have yet to hear a person come up to me and go, "Yo, bruh, I ain't fucked my girl in a week because I've been playing No Man's Sky." It's just not, bro. I don't even know anybody who owns the game.
I know somebody who had it, but
I want to point out that I said that very blindly. You don't own the game, do you?
I do not. I've never played or owned No Man's Sky.
That's because.
And the thing about it though is that I wanted to because I thought it was gonna be something.
Listen, No Man's Sky is owned by no man. Right? Listen. With the exception of your homeboy, who I don't know. Unless you like, oh no, Cooper Smith saved your life. No, I don't know him. Sure, he's a swell individual, but I don't know. Nobody in my circle got No Man's Sky. It's stupid, right? It's no plot.
Yeah, I mean, they probably can tell you better than I can, but I don't know. It's definitely.
It was one of those things we wanted it to be good.
Yeah, because it was like the idea. It's like co-op, exploring planets, doing all of this stuff. Like this finna give me the same feeling Destiny gave me once upon a time. None of that.
None of that, bro. It's just
None
not.
of that.
It's just not there for me for No Man's Sky. I've tried. It just isn't, bro. It just isn't. To me, if you like No Man's Sky, you probably also like stamp collecting for the Xbox. Like, like you do, bro. You want Solitaire as an Xbox exclusive.
Hey, Solitaire was fun.
Yeah, when it was on the PC.
Like I loved just sit like when I was little. Like you didn't tell me
Solitaire
nothing.
and Spider Solitaire were amazing on the PC. Everybody had it on Windows XP.
The Spider Solitaire was it. Like when you couldn't find like the other card, you just get that whole row of cards going, and you just like. Meanwhile, No Man's Sky, you basically just. And what's crazy is that like the way that they said it was gonna look when it came out, it didn't look like that. Like that. Like that's wild. I'm actually trying to see something real quick. But yeah, No Man's Sky.
But Spider-Man is coming out, and that is worth low key picking your side and saying nice things to her again. That's how good I'm expecting Spider-Man to be. There's a game called Spider-Man coming out. Well, everybody knows that Spider-Man's coming out, but there's a game called Ghost of Tsushima that's coming out. And I'm also very excited about it. I'm gonna see if I can find. I really got to control the noises on my tablet, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima was like when I first saw that game, I was like, I thought it was 4 on a 2 when I first saw it, but then I actually went back and looked at it, and I was like, this is pretty cool. Like yeah, that was wild. Like
that's gonna be good.
I got my list already on deck, so just know like it's gonna be Broke-tober yet again. Battlefield 5 is coming out. Black Ops 4 is coming out.
I'm not interested in Black Ops, bro. I just don't. I'm gonna tell you honestly, I don't think it's gonna be good.
Black Ops 4?
Black Ops 3 wasn't good. Nobody wanted to play Halo Black Ops. That's what you do. You was playing Halo. You was playing Halo of Duty.
So what was the last Call of Duty you actually enjoyed?
Black Ops 2.
Okay. So you didn't. So it didn't like.
And Modern. Did they do Modern Warfare 4?
They did 3.
I think I like Modern Warfare 3. Kinda. Modern Warfare.
And then after that, they did Ghosts. But I didn't like Ghosts either. They did Advanced Warfare with like the high jumping, like the double, triple jumping stuff. And then they put it in Black Ops 3, and then they put it in Infinite Warfare. And I kind of feel like they're gonna put it in. I feel like they're gonna put it in Black Ops 4 too. But yeah, I think Black Ops 4. I feel like it's gonna be that same thing. Black Ops 3.
I feel like it is too. I'm just not sold on it. Y'all can't see my girl, but
Shut up. I'm not saying nothing.
but I can.
Stop.
Talk to the people.
No. I am invisible. Leave me alone.
She came through, locked eyes with me, threw me off.
It's getting a little tense. I might need to.
But no, man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. The what's one called joint is coming out. The Resident Evil 2 remake is coming out.
Oh yeah, that's gonna
I'm
be
excited about that. I think my girl's gonna like that.
Cause it's gonna have like the Resident Evil like 6 game.
No, low-key, I think like sometimes y'all my girls with gangster girl because we'll be chilling and she'll want to watch something like horror. I always want to laugh. I always want to watch something goofy so it don't make no sense. But sometimes we be chilling with her and she will pick something that traumatized me as a child. Like back when you had to lean more on the acting and stuff like that, she would have picked like Friday the 13th, run through the marathon, and then do Night of the Living.
Yeah, so the horror movies was like playing heavy.
Yeah, my girl likes horror movies. I can if some shit is about to get haunted or some people in the house they got no business being in, I can definitely get her to watch. I can probably get my girl to watch Amityville. Easy.
They coming up with the Halloween movie too.
You know, okay, so I know my girl likes Freddy, but I think my girl likes Freddy Krueger because I think she thinks Freddy Krueger is funny. But Jason, she just like the slasher aspect of Jason. I think.
Actually, my favorite is the Halloween saga.
So she rocking with Michael Myers.
She likes
So
Michael Myers. So she likes Michael Myers.
So you definitely about to be first in line for that Halloween, like the new Halloween dropping.
We gonna say it might be good. It depends.
I mean, my thing with
I feel like if you try to make the Halloween movies now, they're gonna be so many people will get offended because all the just everything, bro. Because it's always the same thing. It's always some horny teenagers that's about to die. It's always the horny teenagers about to die.
that was the thing back in the day. And now it's like everything like haunted and like everything's geared more towards like somebody being haunted in the house.
Did he ever kill Jamie Lee Curtis? He did.
She's in it.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it?
In the new
holy shit. Holy shit. But
yeah, I'm looking forward to that, dude. I'm gonna definitely see what it's hitting on. If you like the Conjuring series, The Nun is in the movie, and that was like the scariest thing to me about the Conjuring.
The Conjuring to me wasn't so much scary as it was just a good amount of suspense. Plus, once I realized that the ghosts were like Japanese in that movie, I think. Now, you know what I'm thinking is? I'm thinking of The Grudge.
Oh yeah.
The Grudge was actually pretty alright to me.
I like The Grudge. Well, I liked because I think it took a turn somewhere downhill after like I don't remember if it was the first one or the second one. Cause like I liked the first one. I can't remember if it was The Grudge 2 or 3. That was kind of like.
The Sixth Sense was good. I was a big fan of The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I remember I went to the movie and saw The Sixth Sense like 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. Listen, Noah and Haley Joel Osment's career was instantly over when he hit puberty, but while he was still that little cute kid, he was into good stuff.
Yeah. What else is coming out? That's Mr. Glass.
Oh, yeah, I heard Mr. Glass is coming out. The sequel to Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Yeah, they kind of hinted towards that in Split, which was cool. I think that's about it. Oh, the DC trailers. Aquaman.
It looks like it's worth seeing.
That looks, and I really hope that it's up there, because like I think the only real like good DC movie that came out in recent years was Wonder Woman.
All right, I'm gonna say something that's not gonna be very nice. Wonder Woman was an angry.
Really?
The best DC movies that have come out in the quote unquote current era, Christopher Nolan's Batman. I'm gonna keep it 100. Man of Steel. People be knocking Man of Steel. Man of Steel's a good movie. Batman vs Superman is not.
Yeah,
Justice League is not.
like that's when like the subpar like joints was.
Let me tell you how bad I know Justice League actually is. Generally, when a movie is good, you get all kinds of memes and things like that. Right? It's nothing out there for Justice League. It's got almost 5 heroes. It's got 5+ superheroes in it, and not a single. You don't even catch people playing clips of it.
Bruh, like the thing I didn't like about Justice League that everybody was pussy, except Superman.
What?
Like throughout the whole thing, like when Superman came back, like they was having such a hard time fighting. I can't even remember who the villain was in that movie, but then Superman came out and it was just like, alright, that's it. Yeah, like that's I don't know, man. Like some DC does that I really like notice, even in movies, video games, like Injustice, they do this. Like Superman gets like the John Cena treatment.
I hate Superman so fucking much. Which is ironic you just say that because I hate John Cena too. I think he's so fucking corny. I do, bro. Like, no, John, I don't got a problem with you. I just think his whole character is just corny though, bro.
So were you never a John Cena fan? Back in the day, I was definitely like when I was like younger. Like he was my favorite wrestler. Like over time, like when his he turned into like the good guy. It was kind of like this is somebody I can get
bro. John Cena looked like Eminem went to the gym, got buff as shit, and decided to go pick on every bully that picked on him. He do, bro. Like this is the thing, bro. Like now I've been watching wrestling kind of off and on. There's a couple guys on the net that does actually they got good characters.
Yeah.
It's these group of dudes, old, hairy ass, backwater looking dudes, and the legs go out and they be carrying this lantern and shit like that.
Oh, the Wyatt family.
Yeah, I fucks with them.
Yeah,
bro.
like,
they shit just cool as fuck to me, bro.
Yeah, I kind of hate that they broke up though, because Bray Wyatt is still that dude. But
he was dope. I thought what's his name? Low key, I still fucks with Randy.
Randy Orton, yeah.
Bro. Listen, this is my thing. The best thing about Randy Orton is not Randy Orton wrestling. The best thing about Randy Orton is when he gets to the ring and he just looks and he throws his arms up in the air like, fuck with me.
That's like the hardest, like.
Shit, bro. Like, if I could, bro, I want to get a T-shirt with Jesus doing the Randy Orton with the words that just say "fuck with me." Like, I just think not only that, bro, but not only that, but I live to watch Randy Orton wrestle John Cena because every match they ever have, bro, Randy just beat his ass the whole time, bro. And maybe, just maybe, at the last minute, they let John Cena come back and maybe pin him or some shit.
Yeah.
But generally, 7 times out of 10, Randy just beating his ass for like 10 minutes at a time. Listen, one time, One time I was watching, I just randomly picked a day to watch wrestling because I knew it was like Monday night, so I knew wrestling was gonna be on.
Yeah.
And this nigga Randy is wrestling John Cena, and I'm like, oh great. So this nigga Randy puts John Cena's legs on the ropes, and I don't know what all Randy's wearing because after the RKO, this nigga was just wrestling.
Yeah.
But he put John Cena's legs on the ropes, right? He got his ropes, and he was like holding John Cena.
Oh, the DDT.
And then he DDT.
Yeah, that's one of his signature moves.
He DDT him, and you hear the rap. Oh my God, Dirty Randy, Dirty Randy! I'm crying, laughing, bro. Dirty Randy, and so then he having that moment, and John Cena's having that moment where he like trying to will himself and fight back, and he's shaking his fist like this, right?
Yeah.
So he's shaking his fist so hard, and he landed these big ass like dummies on Randy and shit like that. And so he hit Randy about maybe 3-4 times, and Randy kind of go reeling back. And so this nigga John Cena throws himself into the ropes and comes back to the bed, where that nigga Randy just kicked that nigga in the face and RKO him. It's so funny, bro. Like the RKO, like the stunner is just so fucking rude to do that to somebody.
Just out of nowhere, like the out of nowhere memes.
Listen, not only that, bro, but when Randy don't never do that shit gently, bro. Randy grab your whole shoulder in the head. Just yank that shit away, bro. Like, I saw it was on Netflix. I hope it's still on there. It was the 50 greatest finishers of all time, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a bunch of like great wrestling moves that I've always liked, but up there for me is the RKO because of this thing they do, bro. It's two moves that I saw that was like really stuck out to me that I thought was just like the way they displayed them was just great. The RKO and the GTS by
CM Punk.
Yes, who I feel bad I didn't really watch too much of his heyday, but his finishing move amazing.
He was my favorite until he retired.
Bruh. The best part about it, so they got this whole montage of Randy being in like impossible situations and then breaking out of it and just RKO somebody, bruh. Like it's one joint, right? Where Randy is clearly on the ground, laid out, bro. Done. It looked like they just came in here with 50 chairs on Randy.
Yeah.
And so somebody's on the top ropes, and they sizing them up, and they get in the distance. And as soon as both feet leave the turnbuckle, this nigga Randy is up. He catches them in the air with an RKO, bro. Pins dude and just leave, bro.
Yeah, that is the hardest, like... The RKO and the spear are probably my two favorite wrestling moves, like of all time.
For me, man, it's probably.
I like the sweet chin music too, but
listen,
that shit is impossible.
I grew up on the sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels was that nigga. Not only that, bro, but Shawn Michaels kicked 100 niggas in the face and it made the same sound every time. Like you see Shawn Michaels over in that corner with this nigga stomping and chin run, and as soon as that foot hit that chin, you hear. Bruh, I have yet to see somebody get sweet chin music, bro, and just kick out of that. Right?
Yeah.
This one might be kicking the shit out of people. The pedigree is up there for me.
Pedigree is
up there because one of the things Triple H was just one of those dudes I just learned to I just thought that he was legit, bro. He used to just give it to Mankind sometime. One time he was talking shit to Mankind. He goes, Mankind had became like GM and some shit like that, or Mick Foley rather. And so he put Triple H in some like retarded ass match. And so all of a sudden you hear Triple H go, "Listen, Mick, I know you have head trauma. Hell, I'm the cause of most of your head trauma. But that's no reason for you to go do something.
Triple H character was...
He was. The Rock was a phenomenal character, but I never thought any of his moves were like super like phenomenal. Like it was except for the people's elbow. Can't ever sleep on the people's elbow, bro.
Yeah, just the setup for some of those moves, like the setup for the people's elbow, set up for like the atomic leg drop, and it's a leg drop, bro. Like you got all of that like preparation
I believe the
for
Rock
a leg drop.
Like I'm wondering like what the Rock was doing. He was just like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna just give these motherfuckers a straight elbow drop, and that shit gonna set this place on fire.
And I'm gonna make it look good.
I'm gonna just make this shit look incredible because every time, bro, you see somebody fall in the middle of the ring, you just knew what time it was, bro. The Rock go over to him, he start kicking them shoulders, bro, and he get that look on the crowd like
Just take the wristband off.
Listen, I always told people, I was like, at that moment, bro, when he knew he was about to do the two people's elbow, he knew 30,000 people could smell what the Rock was cooking. And it was elbows, bro.
Yeah.
Hot, piping hot elbows. Damn, bro. It was some good ass moves, bro. The chokeslam is still up there for me. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. The random thing I think about most of the time, bro. Well, not most of the time, but like just random thing I think about, bro. Honestly, y'all be surprised how many times during the day I want to chokeslam somebody. And I mean like old school too. Like I don't want to just like surprise. I want the old Undertaker joke where I look like I rose up for the day they turn around and I just I'm about to throw like that, bro. You know what I mean? People out with chokeslam through cars. I'd be a menace. I'd be a menace, bro. I'd be a public menace. They would put me down. It'd be all this YouTube footage of me chokeslamming police. Teachers I can't stand, bro. People who don't drive right, bro. Assholes who already know they got 67,000 muscles but he's still running down the street with no shirt on, even though it's some heavy ass 300-pound dude really trying to be healthy. I would, bro. Y'all think I'm playing, bro? Bro, listen, I would chokeslam everybody in Gold's Gym. I would, bro. If I could, bro, I would run into Gold's Gym like I was Stone Cold Steve Austin and just start giving out the stunner. I do, bro. What if you could do that, bro? What if like the next time you was out and you have a good time, you vibe and stuff like that, and you see a honey and she look good, you like, all right, go do your thing and shit, and she trying to play you, bro, and you think to yourself, what am I gonna do? What if you could just get out the stunner? What if you could just RKO that bit, bro?
Listen.
Hey, what's going on? I'm the oh fuck you, thirsty ass nigga. What? What? The sharpshooter is up there for me too.
Sharpshooter is up there.
That's because Bret Hart was like, I was ups. Bro, when I tell you, to me for the longest time, there was nobody better than Bret Hart. Bret Hart was the one, he had a leather jacket. 2, he wore purple shades before it was cool. Number 3, bro, everything he said was just cool. I'm the excellence of execution.
That's execution.
I'm the best there ever was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be.
And fourth for his name because he was the Hitman.
Bret the Hitman.
That just sounded hard.
He just started. It was just dope, bro.
Like in the old wrestling game, like SmackDown versus Raw. Whenever I go create my plug, because you can't really like pick what they announce. I just pick, all right, okay, call me the Hitman. And it was just like, it hit every single time. It was just like...
Goldberg was up there, but he was, in my opinion, he was better when he was in WCW.
Yeah.
Goldberg used to just, the matches would not last long.
Yeah, Goldberg, like when he came back for a brief period in time, but it was a little different. Like the spirit just didn't hit the way it hit at the time.
So we've been beating around the bush whether or not we was going to talk about this, y'all, but your man Safaree, bro.
That's kind of what I wanted to get into when we talked about that Scaff, the Scaff infection.
Scaff infection, yeah, damn right, bro.
But yeah, it hasn't been going well for him. Did you see the video of him like getting booed at Dykeman?
Wait, they really like booed him?
Yes. Wait.
So okay, because this is what I was under the impression that he had some sort of fan base.
I don't know about fan base.
Oh,
but he has a song. He has like a single he's been like pushing.
Is it good?
It's alright. I mean, it ain't like it's not terrible, but it's.
This is what gets me, bro. They be pulling these niggas out the woodwork saying that they was ghostwriting for other people and these people be trash, and I don't see how they could have been ghostwriting for these other people. Like, didn't he supposedly ghostwrite for Nikki?
Yeah.
Nikki Flynn.
Yeah.
That's Safaree.
Yeah. Let's get it. 100 on this. 100 on rip. 100 on that. 100 on this. Drip, drip. Swish, bitch. 100 on this. Swish, bitch. 100 on this. Swish, bitch. 100 on this.
He performed.
100 on this. 100 on rip. 100 on that.
Safaree, bruh, family, whatever you want to be called. Don't do this, bro. If you a flame ghost writer, be a flame ghost writer. Bruh, everybody can't make songs. Trust me, I watch battle rap. It's a bunch of niggas that can't make songs.
I still want to know what songs he wrote for Nicki though.
Bruh, because you want me to tell you this, he gonna pick like one of the hits.
Because if he wrote like the Monster verse,
that nigga right there did not write the Monster verse. The Monster verse is crazy.
yeah, if he wrote the Monster verse,
He didn't write the Hello Good Morning verse. The Hello Good Morning verse is crazy. Nah, Nicki sprayed that shit.
she did. Yeah, but like, I'm trying to think.
Like, low key, bro. She sprayed Barbie things. She sprayed Sean Lee.
Yeah, definitely. This is the video I was talking about.
Hold on, let me tell you young niggas something. I fuck bitches y'all dream about. I fuck bitches y'all niggas dream about. I fuck bitches y'all niggas wish you said. I know, baby, I'm dead.
And he started throwing food. And they just throwing like everything. Bottles,
Okay.
fruit,
I'm glad we
vegetables.
I'm glad we saved Safaree for last. I hadn't seen that video, y'all. Let me tell you. If there's one thing I learned, I don't think going out there and performing is easy, because I think if you do any kind of art, it's hard to just take a piece of yourself and just expose it for the world and just pick at it, and, you know. But my I do think it's funny that you was getting booed, right? While performing your song, and they went, hold on. These niggas I know better than them. Hold on. I y'all. Bitches, y'all dream about. It sounded like 8 times. I'm paid. I'm that nigga, okay? Bitches, y'all niggas dream about. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, no offense, bro. Where do you go where you do that and don't get that reaction that you just got?
Exactly. And that was a free event too.
What?
Yeah.
I'm still tripping over who decided to bring them.
It's so much stuff I'm chirping about.
All right.
Like the fact that the fact that he was even performing. They brought him on for a whole performance.
It's not that, bro. I'm wondering, what, committee was behind. All right, y'all, who we want to get to come perform? And someone was like, oh my God, guys. Safaree. That's the answer. Safaree. Guys, who can you think of that's going to capture the crowd more than Safaree? I'd have never called that nigga Safaree.
I would have loved to been like a fly on the wall in that conversation.
I would have loved to be one of the security people who probably did not stop these people from throwing bottles. Who was probably right there with, okay, bro, throw this.
Yeah, like just handing them stuff.
Hey, bro, he was right there with a whole steak. Earl that joint.
Or just talking to the other security guards like, yeah, we know what's finna happen. Hey, just watch out for anything that might get thrown.
Oh, bro, we ain't gonna protect that nigga. Oh, they about to whoop his. Hell yeah, bro. I got my camera ready. And my phone ready, bro. I'm about to watch this, bro. It's about to be the ass with this whole that same Christmas. Damn, bro. Damn, Saf.
The Scaff infection, man.
Scaff infection, bro. I told y'all, bro, beware. And for all y'all cats out there that's rap, and you know, like, damn, bro, I do not have a good rap name. I'm just hot. Bruh, just hold on, or use your real name, bro. Go to Kendrick Lamar route.
What is Safaree? Ain't her real name Safaree?
Wait, his real name is Safaree?
I think it is.
I mean, not to say that that's a bad name or anything like that,
But I mean, that's better than Scaff Beezy.
that's all. Listen, bro.
Scaff Beezy.
Scaff, Beezy, and Ball Greasy is still the worst names I've heard for a rapper. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, his real name is Safaree.
And it's spelled the way he is, like, on this thing?
Yep.
What's his last name? Jenkins?
Samuels. Safaree Jenkins.
Sorry. He didn't do that to me like that. But, bro, no offense, you've been better out here calling your name, calling yourself SS.
It says
Yeah, bro. Everybody like a SS Impala.
like an SS cruise ship.
Yeah, bro. But when we tell you, like I saw, bro, I saw a video of him online being at some sort of radio station rapping while he bought a stripper.
Oh yeah, that was when he was doing the 100. Like that's when we first heard the 100 joint. That song right there was the same one that he was performing when he got booed, and that's the one where he was like throwing money. He was at the Breakfast Club. It was that same exact song. The same exact song.
All right.
Just throwing money throughout the whole thing.
Where I think sometimes that in Charlamagne be letting people come up there and be like, yo, bro, when this nigga get here, real trying to laugh. All right.
I remember when he did that freestyle, Charlamagne was like, nah, that ain't it.
What?
Let me. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Damn, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But that was. Let me see if I can find that. I think it's it right here.
Biblical, sitting up on my pedestal. No matter how you see it, I'm the pinnacle. It's pitiful, you an imbecile. If you try to make it physical, you end up critical. Think it's subliminal, nigga, you not no criminal. Stereotypical, don't see me, I'm invisible. Okay, I'm switching up the pattern, stamina spasm. Combative, I'm a really flattened, violent assassin. Got God on my side, Christ with a passion. A bunch of mad ex-bitches, fatal attraction. Feeding y'all bullshit, that's a distraction. Rip it on any beat, that's an adaptation. I'm running out of breath, I'm bringing it back in. Need my money up front, don't deal with the back end. Your pockets on the diet, nigga, I'm calling you Atkins.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen, man, Fur Coat Volume 1, November 20th. Charlamagne?
You was too aggressive, man. You too hype.
No, because, man, that was a diss track to you. That's why.
You too
You
aggressive.
got me hyped.
I was you so hyper, man.
If you listen to him and then you listen to how Nicki rap, you guys kind of rap the same.
You love saying that. We do not rap the same. You love saying that. We don't rap the same.
You go on the same flow. I can't.
Bro, that Charlamagne killed me, bro. I fucks with that dude, but yeah, man, we gonna end it there, bro. I can't, bro. You think I'm about to go show my girl that?
Hey man, this is Scaff infection. 75 cents. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here, y'all. This was a very fruitful episode. Hopefully next week we gotta have a start about the discussion. Hopefully.
Oh, probably no shit.
But even if we don't, still look forward to another week. I did put up the Lost Subjects episode. That was from like what we recorded after episode 8, the one we talked about like the best cartoons and whatnot. Shout out to everybody that was in that as well. But
Were we supposed to call somebody?
we were, but that ended up not working out.
We'll be alright.
So hopefully we can make it that call next week. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. Very fruitful discussion. I feel like we get through these a lot, like with the audio thing. video, like the video version of this podcast will be back soon. Hopefully next week we can get it right, but you know, only time will tell. Everybody's schedules, like we just not like if you're familiar, like we're in a college town, so like everybody around this year, like if you're not renewing the lease, they basically telling you to get the fuck out. So
Yeah, bro. It's either renew a lease or get evicted.
yeah. So hopefully we can get everybody like going on the same page
So,
again.
I did this a month ahead of time. I was ready.
Hey. But yeah, with that being said, any closing statements?
Just the usual, man. Be cool. Don't put nothing out in this world that you know you not planning to take from me. Whatever you take out of this world, be prepared to put it right back in. That's how you keep pushing forward. Hopefully, it's something good and positive. Keep all that fuck shit to yourself. Peace, blessings, and just yeah.
Alright, bro. I echo those same statements, and again, I just want to say I thank y'all for like tuning in every week, watching, listening, and no matter how it goes, I'm also curious to know like what y'all prefer. You know, like do y'all prefer the video version? Do y'all prefer the audio version? Do you like prefer like audio like when you're in your cars? You know, when you're listening? Like, do you like just watching? Because you know, there's some episodes where it's like you just enjoy watching the experience and whatnot, and watching everybody interact with each other. We're gonna try to keep it at a little bit of both, you know. But you know, I'm also curious to know like how y'all feel about either one. So feel free to let me know that. But till episode 23, catch y'all later. We gone. Peace.